all right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm home. I'm home. All right. I'm home. Lord willing, everything is good. In the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash, bless this place. Bless this place. Bless this place. This is where I started out. Okay. And can't even explain how it's changed, but it has. And so it is what it is. But I'm home. I don't know for how long. Might be just this time. But just the same. Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. All right. GMS. All right. GMS Hebrew Israelites is where we started, right here. First time I came out was right here. All right. They just put in all this work and you know, it's a plaza or whatever. But beautiful. Here we are. And I'm overwhelmed. All right, anyway. We're the Hebrew Israelites who come in week in and week out to wake up. 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. All right. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Speckled Bird. Right, get you to to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, get back in order. Wow, I'm overwhelmed, man. I am overwhelmed. This is crazy. This is crazy. Whatever, wherever we're at right now, here we are. Wow. Anyway. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right. Come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this place. Look at this. Just crazy. Just crazy. Good to be home, man. All right. We face the east. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom, salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hope for the tabernacle of David. All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right. So, wow. A little bit about what's going on. Today, I believe, is the 28th, and the stars are lining up. The planets are lining up. All right. The war started last night. Okay. Which is, wow. My baby mama texted me after 6 months of being the devil. And you could tell it was a desperate, attempt to seek refuge, right? And it's just funny. Like you can see what's going on. What I mainly want to speak on, right? Two things. The war, of course. And shout out to the World War III Daily Update. Hey, we made it. But, wow. Yeah, the update. I want to speak on the war, and I want to speak on the brother had a dream, okay? I believe of the brother Yaquab, right? The brother Yaquab had a dream, and here come the demons. He was speaking, and I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I'm gonna play a bit of it because he spoke. And he said something that was very profound, and we're in the time, right, where you're going to need this. So, Lord willing, if I get to speak on anything, I'm going to speak on what the brother, he kept hitting on it, right? And the way he did it was so genuine. Okay, the way he I just really like the way the brother teaches. I get a lot out of it, right? And I forget. I think it's Baton Rouge. Yaiqua Baton Rouge. Forget what the name of his channel is, but he's an elder down there. Very wise. The wisdom coming off of the brother, it demands to be reckoned. So subscribe to that brother and be edified. But he had a dream. He's a dreamer, and is a dream interpreter, right, as well. And he goes into, and I want him to explain it, but the point that I got, right, and it just kept lighting me up. So I'm gonna stay on that. I'm gonna speak on it today. I'm gonna do a whole lesson on it in depth and why. All right, Joel 3. What is that? Joel 3 and 1. It's a lot to read up on. Joel 3 and 2. 3 and 2 and 32. Let's read that. Let's see what we get out of that. Joel 2. Yeah, I kind of got to reclaim what's going on out here, because even though I may look like I'm the new kid out here, because I ain't been out here in a minute, I'm not the new kid out here. I'm no stranger to doing whatever is needed. 2 and 32. Woo! All right, and this is the crux, right? This is the crux of the whole situation, too. All right, because I mean, if you understand the elect, right, and you understand sound doctrine, and you understand 100% truth, is that you? You understand the elect, and it is what it is. Anyway, Joel 2 and 32, and it shall come to pass that whosoever, right? Well, whosoever. Whosoever, all right? Whosoever of Israel. Whosoever within the sound of my voice. All right. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Who is that? For in Mount Zion, what is that? And in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. What is deliverance? All right. Salvation. I don't mean to say stupid. It's lucky. It is what it is, though. All right. Hey, things are what they are. And that's what they're going to be. Okay? It's what it is. So, God bless you, brother. In Jesus' name. God bless you, brother. Keep up the good work. Keep putting God first. Jesus. Are you mocking? See? You marked. You marked. Talk about God got me. God got you, brother. All right. See, you don't even want a nigga like that coming with a demon like that. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. Well, it just said the same thing. It shall come to pass that who is whosoever, Mount Zion and Jerusalem. And in the remnant, who's the remnant? the elect. And if you understand this language, it is what it is. And here we are, so many years later. Lord willing, we've grown in the spirit, right? Lord willing. But calling on the name, right? Calling on the name, right? What about the strong tower? Let's get the strong tower. Bear with me. F, T, R. Woo! Bad. S. Wow. S, T, R, O. Proverbs 18:10. Let's get that. Salakia. And you got to bear with me. I'm just an old man. Proverbs 18:10. It's a lot. All right. And you know what? It is what it is at this point. Still got the Bible. Oh, you got all kind of phones? Yep. Oh, it's good to be home. Proverbs 18:10. Somebody can come right over here and start a fight. I already know it. Proverbs 8, and nothing has changed. Proverbs 18:10. Nothing has changed, except for I'm older. Proverbs 18:10. The name, okay? The name of the Lord is the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay, so guess what? It's time to call on the name. And see, the point that I'm making is this, all right? This man is a seasoned man in the truth, Yahweh, Elder Yahweh from over here. Elder Yahweh from Baton Rouge, Salakia. He's a seasoned man of the Lord. But when he tells his story, right, he tells a story that he just, when the shit hit the fan, he got caught up with everybody else and didn't, right, immediately do. And that's the thing. And not that, you know, it's for a lesson. Everything that was written for our learning. What was written for our learning in this case? Well, that he would have a dream. What did the dream say? So we're going to examine that, all right? We're going to examine that because your first thought, and he explained that, my first thought was to get scared and react, you know, to react like a scared person. And that's what he did. So I'm going to let him speak on that. I'm going to go do something real quick. I'm going to come back, all right, and then I'm going to cue that up. But right now, I'm going to try to go do something. So, Lord willing, I'll be able to do that and not have a break. So, see if I can do that right now. What? A lot of new stuff out here. A lot of new stuff. So it's a lot. All right, so let me cue this in. All right, Slovakia. Let's see if I can cue this. Everything is new. Again. The only thing that's different now is that people know or think they know more about the Israelites. So, of course, somebody can come over here poking around. Not as though you would see a damn, what they call them, the Jehovah's Witness. They can post up and nobody's gonna fuck with them. But somebody come over here and just start poking. I'm like this, I'm not having it for a moment. Everybody turn around, right? Start looking. All right, so I want to play the brother. Let's see. All right, so it's like Howard, like when me and my little brothers was younger, we would we'll get ant mounds and put them in a jar, and then put holes in it so they can get oxygen, and we would just look at them in that jar and look how they made. I'm gonna let him talk until he gets to. But when you wanted to get diabolical, you could just go get some water and just pour it up to the top and just fuck over. All right, that's how it was in the dream. Like, and that's how as puny humans is compared to Yahweh Shema Shai. You could run, you could scream, you could get in a boat. It's like we are nothing but ants in a little jar, and Yahweh could just annihilate millions of us like that. It's nothing, with no escape. When you get ants in that little jar, like a lot of people that experiment with it, you just fill it up with water, or let's say you fill it up with gas where you know they're gonna die instantly. There's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do to get away. That's how it was in that dream. It was like the water was coming in on all sides. It was rising, and this is what I remember specifically. I was in my right mind. At first, I was panicking like everybody else. Here's what I want you to specifically understand, and I'm going to let him go back to it, all right? At first, he was panicking like so what he's describing is, in his dream, when SHTF, okay? This is what I'm emphasizing. And this is what all of the lessons have been about and are gonna be about. The moment, right, when the shit goes down, you have to be good at what? He's gonna explain. When the shit goes down, first thing you're gonna do is what? You're gonna get scared. That's what he's gonna say. I lost my mind like everybody else. No, that's not what you do. The first thing you do is what? Right? I'm gonna let him say it. He said, first thing I did was lose my mind like everybody else. That's 5:32. I'm gonna come back just to here. 5:32. Right there. And this is what I remember specifically. I was in my right mind. Listen, close. At first, I was panicking like everybody else. And I stopped in my tracks in the dream, stopped running, because I was going from street to street panicking like everybody else. And this is when Isaiah 33:6 came to my mind. See? I stopped running in the dream, and I just started praying. Woo! I put my hands up to the heavens like this and start praying. There, right there. In this situation, and that's how the dream ended. I vividly remember just stop panicking, because I was pressing the panic button in the dream. See, a season. I was pressing. I was going from street to street, and every street you went in, you seen like tidal waves coming in. You pass that street, and when you pass up that street with a tidal wave coming in behind you, you see another tidal wave coming on that street, died to the next street, and it was like that on every street. He could have died in his disbelief. From all sides, and all you can do is keep running straight. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there. Okay, because I've been saying this going back. Okay, instantly, you got to train yourself. The moment of any day, you just start praying. You say the name of the Lord, the name. You run into the strong tower. It's time. It should be instant. How long did it take this seasoned vet or prophet of the Lord? Been out there. Warrior. Okay? How long did it take him? He was scared. He was like, I'm tripping. What about the protocol? There's a protocol to everything. All right? You have to do these things. You have to put them in practice. What does it mean to rehearse the righteous? What does it mean to put on as the elect? That means that you're practicing this. Okay? Wow, got a little seat right there. You're practicing this. Look. Sometimes I might need this seat. My hemorrhoids, which are killing me right now. I can adjust it. And I'm not gonna sit down. Oh, this nigga was sitting there. He was sitting there. Immediately you call on the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's what's gonna stabilize you, right? That's what's gonna dial you, right? That's going to bring that wisdom and knowledge instantly. How long did it take this brother to stop in his track? I'm going to play it again because it's everything. All right. This has been my lesson. My lesson is this. That thing should be instant. Here we go. At any moment, all hell's gonna. What do you do instantly? You start praying, and if you start praying, who are you praying to? So instantly, what? The name. Instantly, the name. You can't be saved without what? The name. There is no other name. Okay. Hey, the war started. The name. All hell to the name. Pray. You got to pray the name. How are you going to pray without the name? When all hell breaks loose, what do? Get scared? No, you say the name. You run into it, and it's safe. All right? And this brother, it had to be 2 to 3 days now when he put this video out or when he had the dream, right? And, I watch this brother. I stay up with this brother because he, again, he's a great teacher. He's very wise, right? And then there's that dream aspect, and then so you listen, right? You listen to him, and he goes into the dream, but he kept over and over saying the same thing, that he was tripping like everybody else, right? And then the stabilization came. He stabilized himself by doing what? He started praying, right? And that changed everything, and that brought in what? Isaiah 33:6, and the point is this: even a seasoned veteran, right? Go watch that man. First, you'll watch from beginning to end of his lesson because of the wisdom jumping off, and you'll spiritually discern quickly that he's a man of the Lord. So for him to be able to tell that story, that, you know, shit, he panicked. He said, okay, let's listen to it again. All right? Because the time that it takes, he's like, I ran down this street, here come the water. I ran down this street. Hey, you could have got killed in that time. You could have met your demise before you even called upon the name. It should be instant. Oh shit, this is it. You should be rehearsing. That's a righteous act, to call upon the name of the Lord in the time of trouble. Got to rehearse that righteous act. Well, we're this close to the lights out. Lights go out. Call Halal Yahweh. It instantly. Not, oh shit, I got scared and I called everybody. Right? Didn't get the guidance that I was needed because the spirit wasn't dealing. I wasn't in the spirit. Right? To fuck around and meet your demise, and man, that's not the time to do it. 5, what? Listen to the story. He's going to keep over and over saying that he tripped out. It took him a minute, and he explains. He explains how long it took before he started praying, right? And in order to pray, we all know, in order to pray, you have to call on the name of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Plain and simple. This is a man of the Lord. All right? And this gives me the opportunity to say, look at this. And nothing against the brother, he got there. But that response time, see this, he's like this, damn, it took me that long. And that's what I'm saying. It's for me. It's for me that it took so long. You understand? Because I'm worried about how long it's going to take me. Salaki. You understand? I'm worried about how long it's going to take me to respond. So what do? Well, you rehearse that, right? You look into, oh, well, when something bad, you get pulled over, I mean, instantly, oh, there's somebody behind me. You start praying. It shouldn't take, oh, this nigga hit 15 bad turns before he called. Well, I turned right. This nigga I couldn't shake him. No, you couldn't shake him because you didn't call on the name. Anyway, it's lucky. Let me see if I can go back just a little. 5. Listen to his language and how long it took before he did what he knows is the way. This is and again, this is for our learning. And I've been trying to bring this out. I've been really trying to bring out, first thing you do, man, you call on the name. It was like the water was coming in on all sides. It was rising. And this is what I remember specifically. I was in my right mind. At first, I was panicking like everybody else. And I stopped in my tracks in the dream, stopped running, because I was going from street to street panicking like everybody else. And this is when Isaiah 33:6 came to my mind. I stopped running in the dream, and I just started praying. I put my hands up to the heavens like this and started praying, Yahweh Shem. Woo! What's the first thing he did? He called on the name. Out of this situation. And that's how the dream ended. First thing he did was call on the name. I vividly remember just stop panicking, because I was pressing the panic button in the dream. See? I was pressing, I was going from street to street, and every street you went in, you seen like tidal waves coming in. You pass that street, and when you pass up that street with a tidal wave coming in behind you, you see another tidal wave coming on that street, you run to the next street, and it was like that on every street. It's like the waters was coming in from all sides, and all you can do is keep running straight. But when you get to the next street, you see the waters coming in.
See, that's a
so
long.
I got to the point where I was like,
time.
The fuck am I doing?
See the detail?
Wisdom and knowledge is supposed to be sustained while everybody pressing the panic button. And I just put my hands up and start praying.
Salaki. You hear that? See? He called on the name.
Another tidal wave coming on that street. You run to the next street, and it was like that on every street. It's like the waters was coming in from all sides, and all you can do is keep running straight. But when you get to the next street, you see the waters coming in. So I got to the point where I was like, the fuck am I doing? Wisdom and knowledge is supposed to be sustaining me while everybody pressing the panic button. And I just put my hands up and start praying, Yahweh Shema Shah.
He got there. That's the point that he got there.
The dream was over.
Woo!
So when we're going to be put in dire predicaments, and that dream told me when I came out of it, that's the only reason we're going to be stabilized. If it's the human element, we'll be freaking out like everybody else. But we've built that relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah, and we have faith in Yahweh Shema Shah.
Okay, so what the dream told me, right? Okay, and he's correct. But what I've been saying is this. Okay, that little bit of time, we got to work on that. We can, all right? So he saw that, all right? And what I saw is that, that's what we got to work on. We got to work on that response time, all right? Because go back and listen again to what he's describing. He's describing, he'll start saying stuff like, well, Lake Pontchartrain. He'll start saying different areas of the town that he lives in or whatever, because he's familiar with, he's familiar with the whole thing. So, but the point is that he's involved. He's involved in a scenario that's taken a minute, and he's like, and okay, the fact that when he started praying and doing what he was supposed to do, which is what? To call on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the dream was over. That was the test. What is the test? The test is how quickly, when in danger, when all hell breaks loose, how quickly you call on the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? And here we are, okay, again, I'm like this. What am I doing back out here at this particular spot today? What's special about today? Well, the war started, and here I am, right? Right back. So I'm in the spirit, that means a lot, right? And you got people walking by, right? Whether they do or don't know that the war started, what do you need right now? You can't rehearse the righteous act of calling on the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua without what? Not without knowing the name. You got to know the name first to rehearse calling on it. When? Here's what you got to understand, all right? Fair use and all of that. You're in trouble, okay? You're in absolute trouble if that war somehow makes its way over here today. They're over there firing, okay? So now we're going to go into the war. There goes the spirit. They're firing missiles right now, okay? And who's getting fired on? Well, here we go, right here. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 30. Start at 28. Behold, a horrible vision from the east. 2nd Ezra 15 and 30. Salakia 28. Wow, behold, right? I'm dead on it. Second Ezra 15 and 28, behold a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. What east? The Middle East. You don't see that right now? Just walk by and not give a damn about what's going on. You'll be hemmed up anytime soon. Right? You walked right by the only way out of this situation. The only way out of this situation is to get in a chariot. The only way you're going to get in a chariot is to know the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, to be able to call on it. How long will it take you, right? When the missiles are in the air, they're about to drop, you're trying to remember the name. Trying to remember the name. I'm home, baby. How about that? Second Ezra 15:28. Behold a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. What do you mean, the nations? The nations of the Arabia, the Arab nations, right, are doing what? Coming out with many chariots right now. Right now, they're getting bombed. Iran, the Carmanians, are bombing, saying, look, either we're going to do this together or it's going to go down bad. Right now, it's going down bad. Let's get Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49:20. Why are we in this predicament? The small adders done drew them out. And here we are. 49:20. Jeremiah 49:20, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, all Idumean. Okay? And his purpose is that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he should make the habitations desolate with them. So, we watched that. The first thing I heard last night was Israel just launched a preventative strike. Like a what? Preemptive or preventative? I'm like, what? Preventative strike. I'm like, what the fuck is a preventative strike? All right. Fair use. But anyway, yeah, Israel launches a preventative strike. This was, 10 last night. And I knew, look, oh, it must be on. And then it started coming in, right? And it's on. Where are we at? Yeah. The least of the flock just drew them out. So that's prophecy. Are they fighting? They're over there launching missiles right now. All right, missiles are flying. Let's go to Joel. You understand? So, Joel 2. Joel 2 and 4. Joel 2 and 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. What are we talking about? Talking about the missiles that are over there flying right now. Them horses are running in the Middle East right now. Okay? So prophecy is coming to pass. It's jumping off the page in short time. See, people right now are afraid, they're scared, and they should be. All right, why? Well, you're not scared to the point where you're out here begging, asking for questions. I'm still out here, and I ain't gonna answer nothing. I'm gonna say a parable right over your head, and you ask me anything. We'll smile and wave and tell you to keep it moving. Yahweh Shai doesn't love you. Keep it pushing. And it is what it is, and what it's going to be. Joel 2 and 5, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. That's talking about a legion of missiles, if you will, right? Go underground to Iran over there and look at some of those stockades that they got, right? They got hella missiles down there. And they started that slow rain. It's raining right there. That purple rain that they was talking about. Nobody's stopping a damn thing. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, pursuant to the Pike and Massini ladder. Right. The third woe. That's orchestrated. Right. Project Looking Glass has run its course and said what? That everything is moving according to the plan. Everything's in order. Came out, the Spirit brought it out. Book of Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. Well, here we are. And how quickly, right, when that turmoil comes, when that worm turns and everything shifts, and you know it, right, guess what? You could get distracted and not come back from that thing. You can get cold distracted. Like the brother, it took him a minute before, he came to his senses. That he realized that he had the power to escape that. That's a demon. That's a whole demon. The crying demon. You're gonna go cry in the car. That's a cry in the car demon. Anyway, Uh, yeah, you got to be in your right mind. That's what you're going to need.
Come here.
Clowns to the left of me and jokers to the right out here, boy. Straight demonic. But hey, it's gonna be like that. Lord willing, the healings start taking place. Who needs to be healed? Step right up, like it. Lord willing, we're out here healing. Proverbs 1. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So we got instruction, all right? We're going to wait, right? We're going to tarry ye in Jerusalem until we be endued with power from on high. We're going to wait on instructions from the Spirit. The Spirit's going to say, hey, when you go to the left or you go to the right, we're going to listen to the Spirit. We're going to walk in the Spirit now. We're going to start now to walk. That's what the dream meant. This. What did the dream mean? It means walk in the Spirit. When you do, everybody's losing their mind. You're walking. It took him a minute to begin to walk in the Spirit. That's all. That was all. You understand? What did he do? What did he do? Right, to begin to walk in the Spirit, because at first he was carnal, with everybody else making all the wrong mistakes, about to die. What did he do? Right, to save himself, for the dream to come to an end. What did he do? He called on the name. Right, he thought, I gotta pray. I gotta pull out my weapons. Oh, I'm in the spiritual fight and I'm losing. What are you doing? You're being carnal. You're running with these fools. You're not being spiritual. Use your spiritual weapon. What are your spiritual weapons? Spiritual weapons are prayer. Well, pray. First thing you do to pray. Who are you praying to? You're calling on the name of Yahweh Shem Shah. There's the Savior. The moment you call on the name of Yahweh Shem Shah, there's the Savior. And it is what it is. Here comes the crying demon again. This nigga's wailing. Like he's in the wilderness wailing. I'm surprised he ain't stabbing himself, cutting himself with rocks. Probably what next. But yeah, here we are. All right. Here we are at Ecclesiastes. Might as well read 3. Ecclesiastes 3. And 1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. What season are we in right now? All right. Well, we're in crying season. We're in the season of demon. We're in demon season. Okay. CERN. Right. Oh, well, that's what that's for. That came out, right? Oh, well, they're looking for an alternative reality. Right. Wow.
They're looking for an alternative reality through CERN, but it keeps coming out the same thing. What is that same thing that keeps coming out that you're not talking about? Well, we're in the cotton fields and looked like a Planet of the Apes movie. Scared the shit out of us. Didn't want to see that movie. It's the only movie playing in all theaters. Keeps coming back to the same reality. The kingdom. Let's read. Let's get the Alpha and Omega. Who's the Alpha and Omega? Yahweh Shai is the Alpha. No, the Alpha and Omega. Okay, so that's 22. Revelation 22 and 13. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. What does that mean? I'm the first and the last what? I'm the Word. Here's the first and the last word on the whole thing, and we don't have to say anything else after that, right? Matthew 10 and 5. Let's read 6. Let's read 7. Here's the last word. It's in red. Okay. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. For who? We'll read the next one. Read 6. It's going to tell you who. Okay. Should be real simple. Matthew 10 and 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's who. Now who not? Who to go not to? Read the red. Go not into the way of the just stop. Into the way of the Gentiles. Don't go to the Gentiles. Wait, we got a problem. Problem right there. That's a problem. You understand? That's a problem for Christianity. And that's it. That's the first and the last word. Right? And if you don't get it, then it is what it is. Right? All you got to do is read those 3 backwards just like that, and it is what it is. So it's good to be back. Feels great. I kind of liked it earlier when nobody was saying or doing nothing. Felt great. Starting to pick up a little. Yeah, this is perfect. No skateboarding. We got a skateboard proof out here. It's cool. Little fuckheads coming out here. Fucktards. Skateboard being around. That used to be a problem. There's nothing left but war. All right, that's the thing. Oh, war started last night, right? Everybody knows, right? Well, guess what? It's not going to stop, and it's only going to get worse. And it's coming. What about that? What you going to do when it come for you? Because it's here. We're here now. The war is here, nigga. Now what? 2nd Ezra 13, 29, right? Yep. Behold, the days come. 2nd Ezra 13 and 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake their fight against another one, city against another one, place against another one, people against another one, realm against another. And here we are. I gotta go back to Ecclesiastes. Salakia. Ecclesiastes 3. And 1 again. To everything there is a time and a purpose to Salakia. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Period. Now jump to 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. Well, the peace accords, why the hell are they bombing right now? What happened to peace and safety? Well, sudden destruction is whooping ass right now. And what will you do? You will not escape. See? We're in the sudden destruction phase. And the not escaping phase. What? Why? Because you don't know, you can't escape unless you know the name, right, to provide the escape. And it's not Shazam, nigga. You understand? It's not Shazam. But anyway, it's kind of nice. I guess they opened the street up and running. That's what it looks like. Look at the ship. Yeah, when I started out here, this is crazy. It was July 09. July 09. 2009 to be exact, in July. First fight was probably in August, September, October 09, 2010 probably. Fought right here on what used to be the stage. And not, nothing to be proud of, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yep. So, it's the book of Ecclesiastes 13. So like Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. And you got to know how to call on the name of the Most High. You got to rehearse that. All right? Rehearse calling on the name of the Most High. Because at any moment, some shit is going to go down. And you can get distracted right up until your demise, and you didn't have time to call on the name. And that's, I'll try to do a lesson, Lord willing. This is Philippians 2 and 12. Philippians 2 and 12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. In order to work out your own salvation, you got to know the name, to call on it. And you better do it in record time. All right. So anyway, with that, pray that the elector edifies you, brothers and sisters. All right. All right. We're gonna face the east. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shabbat Hashem Kakmadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, even the elders that came before them who taught us its truth. All right, shalom, salutations. All the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, hopeful like tabernacle of David, all right? I'm back in the original spot everybody had a problem with. And now, what? No problem, right? Except for that last one, you're going to come and try to stake your claim. Do it.